It's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition. I did start at 7 o'clock. However, the plan was to stream the interview, give you my commentary in between, stop and start it, all that malarkey. However, YouTube be like, no, we're temporarily shutting down your stream for copyright reasons. Hello, there is a thing called fair use. However, there's more than one way to skin a cat. I did watch the interview beforehand and I did make some notes as to a little bit of what was said, what was done, and all that malarkey. So, do you know what? Instead, we're going to go through all of that. Now, before we do anything else, you guys, just to make sure I do this properly, as I'm just getting everything teed up here. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping, because we didn't really do that the last time. So let's do it. All right. 1, 2, 3. YouTube human reviewer. We definitely see you lurking. We're not going to say any trigger words, anything that's going to offend your ear holes, or show anything of the interview whatsoever, because you don't believe in fair use. So, to that. And for everyone else awesome enough to have clicked on this video, watching me live, that's bared with me in all of this, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. At the moment, our community is fighting against a YouTube bug and a YouTube purge, you guys. So please join the war effort today. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're not, hit that subscribe button so we can fight back. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, and whatever. And if you are watching on the replay, do send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. Let's have a conversation about it, because it does guarantee a response from me. And, oh yeah, let's jump into this, shall we? First and foremost, thank you, everyone, for bearing with me on this. Raina Jazbek, thank you so much for that wonderful $2 super chat. I really appreciate your support. And if I just double check, was it the ginger doggy? Because it's not coming up. But if it was, yes, it's the ginger doggy, and he's saying number one. Yes, we stand for the ginger doggy. And Sonia Patterson, thank you so much for the $2.99 super chat. And again, it's the ginger doggy going number one. Yeah, love it. And Marissa Tamaras, thank you so much for that wonderful $10 super chat, saying cancel culture hiding behind copyright. Nice try, Meghan. Steph is on it. Ta-da! You know I am, you guys. Yeah, Mini Cooper SE says, Harkles have requested to YouTube team to monitor the Megxit channels in real time today. Yeah, it sounds like potentially that is the case. And Anne MV, thank you so much for that wonderful $2.20 super chat. Really appreciate your face. Please keep the support coming through. YouTube is really trying to screw us over at the moment, so please join the war effort. Make sure you subscribe so we can fight against this YouTube bug and the purge that's attacking our community at the moment. And if you can, throw a couple of bucks this way, because, yeah, they've just completely screwed up this stream a little bit. But do you know what? Doesn't matter, because we're going to go on to my notes instead. Screw you, YouTube. Screw you, sugars. Screw you, Megxi and Hazard, because you ain't stopping this. Now, let me just tee up the screen for it. So, let me just do this. Window capture. Okay. There we are. Hopefully you should be able to see this. And Susan D, thank you so much for that wonderful $2 super chat. And again, it's my favourite. It's the ginger doggy and he's farting. I love the farting ginger doggy. Thank you so much. Right, let's go. You think you are gonna hold me down, YouTube, and be like, no, you are gonna turn off against this Markle interview? Oh, no. Here we go. So I was gonna do, and I still will, you know. And you know what? Just to completely knock them off, screw them. I'm going to be doing these videos, guys. Whether it's myself or Andy on Popcorn Planet, stay freaking tuned because I'm all in now. They've absolutely knocked me off. Here we go. So, first one that I thought of was, you know what? She's evil, right? Heartbroken father and stroke sufferer Thomas Markle's like his deathbed plea, guys, to Meghan Markle, completely ignored. Now, you saw at the beginning that he was watching old tapes of her, and he says at times, you know, that he does like to watch the old tapes, right? And it's like, it's heartbreaking, guys, because that's the only way that he gets to see his daughter now. Through the tapes. Like, this is so heartbreaking. He explains between 3 minute and 3:10 that a childhood was with him and that any time that they could go somewhere, they would. And that for many months after his stroke, he couldn't talk and is now speaking, but that's still an issue for him. But he would give anything for a conversation with his daughter, Meghan. I mean, you saw it, right? Like, he is struggling to speak, but he is pleading with his daughter. Please, reach out. I want to talk. How can I make this better? Like, that is just, do you know what I mean? Ms. M, thank you so much for the wonderful $5 super chat. And again, my favorite, the ginger doggy. But he's got a karate outfit on. He's like, pow, 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 pow. Yes. We're going pow, 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 pow to YouTube, the YouTube bug, and the purge at the moment. Pow, 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 pow to all three. Hell yes. Now, he has this plea. Look, I just want to sit down. I want to talk to her. I want us to work out our differences. And said, she loved me. Like, that's past tense, right? That's past tense. She loved me. So he knows that at this point, she don't love him anymore. It's past. It's loved. She's done with him. Oh. She loved me. I'm her hero, and suddenly I was thrown out. Now, okay, let me put it to you like this, all right? If he was a POS father that was nasty, that did despicable things, right? Okay, I can understand. Cut him out. You don't love him. It's done. Booyah, right? But you see in this interview that, guys, he did everything for her. He put her through college. He put her through school. All that money. She wouldn't be where she is today without her dad. Very, very quick to forget that, isn't she? And we've got Raina Jazbeg interrupting the stream. Thank you so much for that wonderful $3 super chat. And again, my ginger doggy favourite. And this time just saying my hero. Oh, well, thank you. Yes. In the face of adversity, we carry on. We definitely carry on. So thank you so much. Keep the support coming. They try and keep us down. Ain't happening. So let's freaking show them. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment at the very least. Please do that. Let's fight against this YouTube nonsense, guys. Going back to this, had this idea, guys, for another video. Epic narcissist Meghan Markle practiced for a royal life at high school as homecoming queen. Because when you see that video of her with the whole homecoming queen and she's wearing the tiara and she's doing the wave and all that lot, and she's like, you know, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, faking, oh my goodness, I can't believe it's me, when she's like, of course it's me. And she's doing the wave and all this, like, it's like, nah, do that, we're practicing for royal life. You know what I mean? So I had that in my head. Now, this is insane, guys, right? I had this kind of like thing where it was like, dude, she's abandoned her father. This is cruel. This is absolutely cruel. And he literally says, she killed me and then she mourned me. So let me explain with all of this. So at 3:43, he explains that, they were close all their lives. She had lived with him from 6th grade onwards, and he got her through high school and college, right? He said, she loved me, I'm her hero, and suddenly I was thrown out. Then her brother, Thomas Markle Jr., completely calls her out, okay, guys, and says, look, she has to ask herself every day, why am I doing this to my father? I feel sorry for him, and I don't think he should be deprived of his daughter, because if it wasn't for his hard work and his love for her, she wouldn't be where she's at right now. And then, it goes further on into the episode where Thomas then says, the father, is it worth dumping me for the rest of my life? Denying my grandchildren? Is it worth all of that? Is it worth getting rid of her father? It's like, yeah, is it worth it, Megsy? Is it worth it? When, in the grand scheme of things, what did he do? What did he do wrong? Okay, so he staged some photos, right, before the wedding. Dumb move on his part, but he's admitted it and he's apologised, yeah? He sent the letter, or part of the letter, because we're going to get onto that. He sent part of the letter that she wrote to him to Daily Mail. But there's an explanation to all of this. That Megsy is quick to forget, is quick to not tell you guys about, it seems. So we're going to get onto that. He put her through school. High school, college. Again, she won't be where she's at without a dad. Because where was her mum? Nowhere to be seen, it seems. Yet all of a sudden, her mum's in favour and the dad's out. Okay. So Samantha Markle then says, as if she's speaking, right, to Meghan Markle, you don't see him. How do you know he's okay? And then he's had a stroke. I mean, how many close calls does it take for someone to care? Like, her father's had a stroke. And not once, as per what Markle family said, has she called, has she contacted to find out if he's all right. Not once. So, not only is she denying Thomas Markle's right, his grandfather right to see his grandchildren, he has a stroke. He's literally towards the last legs of his life, right? Not once has she turned round and called him and said, look, put our differences aside for one moment. How you doing? What can I do to help? Going to Markle family, she ain't done that once. And you know what? I believe them. I believe them. Because in that documentary, or should I say mockumentary from Netflix, right? Megsy literally turns round and says she lost her father. You don't have what to do with her father anymore. So by her own words and with what the Markle family are saying, oh, hell yeah, I believe the Markle family all day long. All day long. All day long. And Jean Rick, one of the OGs, thank you so much for the wonderful $4.99 super chat. And again, he's my favourite, the Ginger Doggy, and he's writing, number one. Yes, I love it. Thank you so much. Renee asks, could I play the audio in the background? Do you know what? No, I'm not even going to chance that. YouTube Human Reviewer is extremely sensitive with this interview, it seems, because we've done things like this before, guys, right? You have seen it. We have played interviews, but we've stopped and started them, yeah, to give you our commentary, i.e. air use. However, this time they're trying to screw us over, so I'm not going to give them any more excuses to try and screw us over. You've gotten, sorry Renee, but no. Dutch Ass of Monte Shih Tzu says, sticking two up to YouTube, lass. Oh yeah, you know it makes sense. Thank you so much for your support. Please keep the support coming because YouTube, the sugars, Megsy and Azza, they're trying to keep us down. Let's show them that ain't gonna happen. We get back up and we never stop, regardless of how hard they try. And Anita Zonda, thank you so much for that wonderful 140 super chat. And it's Mr. Purple Dude. And he's like, here's a yellow heart for you. Here's a yellow heart for you. I love it. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Yeah, keep the support coming, guys. So we can basically stick two fingers up at YouTube, the sugars, Megsy and Hazza. Because, yeah, they tried to stop us. We ain't stopping because back up right here, britches. Here we are. Right, so the interviewer comes over and says the Markle family lives would never be the same again. From the moment King Charles walked Megsy down the aisle, Megsy effectively wrote her dad and siblings out of her life. And it's true, because then they show the clip of the Netflix show where Megsy says that she lost her father, so had to ask her father-in-law to walk her down the aisle. Now, that has got to have stung Thomas Markle Sr., right? Seeing his daughter being walked down the aisle by someone that's not him. That's cruel. Now, it was done under the guise at the time of, well, his health situation, he couldn't fly to England, this, that, and the other to walk her down the aisle, okay? That was hot off the heels of him being caught out staging photos to the press, right? I now wonder how much of that was actually true. How much of that narrative was true, that he couldn't fly to England because of his health situation. Because I tell you something, he could travel to Florida for this interview. Just saying. Shelley Fitzgerald, thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. And again, it's the ginger doggy, and he's just like smiling. He's like, smiling. Thank you so much, you guys. Keep the support coming. Whew. And so Thomas Markle says, look, I certainly spent a lot of my life with her, and I don't know how she can throw all of it away. And then the interviewer asks, so we assume that because of the international press coverage, Meghan knows you have had a stroke. To which Thomas Markle replies, of course, she has to know. And confirmed that she's not contacted him and that it's been 4 years and ultimately been radio silence. Like, again, from what I said earlier on, her dad's had a stroke, guys. She ain't once, according to the Markles, called him and said, how's dad doing? Or called a dad and said, how are you doing, dad? What can I do to help you? Let's put our differences aside, all right? Not once. Oh, that's like chills up and down my spine, that, you guys. That's insane. That is insane. And so Thomas Markle then butts in, and this is a really chilling question. He says, Thomas Markle Jr., the brother, if she doesn't turn up for a stroke, if that doesn't move her, what would? Oof. Right? It gets to the point where you got to think, when Thomas Markle Sr. passes away, will she go to a funeral for her own dad? If she doesn't turn up and support him and help him to recover from this stroke, this, that, and the other, would she even turn up for his funeral in the end? Like, that shouldn't even be a question, right? It should be automatic, you know. If her dad passed away, yeah, she'd turn up to the funeral. Of course she would. But with Megsy, you got to question it. Because she ain't even turning up to help him or even ask how he's doing after the stroke. Oh, guys. And a brother, Thomas Markle Jr., calls her out, saying, look, Dad didn't do anything. She just woke up one day in a new world and decided that she doesn't have any family. And it seems like it, doesn't it, guys? The programme then shows childhood videos of her and the father being at the ballpark, weekends at the lake, the regular dance lessons, and that, her father actually built sets for a school play, you guys. And it ends with Meghan saying to the camera, presumably to Thomas Markle Sr., who's filming it, saying thank you for everything, right? The interviewer then, in this section of the video that we were planning, then goes on to Harry's spare book. In the book, Harry describes Meghan as mourning the loss of her father. And the interviewer turns around and says to Thomas Markle Sr., well, from what Harry's saying in the book, mate, it sounds as if you're dead. And then Thomas Markle replies, exactly. She killed me, and then she mourned me. Direct quote. She killed me and then she mourned me. Guys. That is heartbreaking, right? She killed me and then she mourned me. Now, Thomas Markle Sr. then says, look, I think Harry should take the lead here and try and put us back together somewhere. And the interviewer asks if Harry could be the peacemaker in all of this. And he says, I think he could help. Question is, why hasn't he? Or it seems that he hasn't. So on the face of it, why hasn't he? Right? Is he drinking the Kool-Aid for Megsy? I believe so. I totally believe so. But it's absolutely cruel. Absolutely cruel. Well, Meghan Markle, as far as I'm concerned, is putting a family through. Not even to call a dad, just to ask, how are you doing? Are you all right? Is there anything I can do? Let's put our differences aside for one moment. You've had a stroke. She's the freaking bed. No. Gone. Cut. Out. Finished. Cruel, guys. Cruel. Matt Bond, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, saying it was sad seeing a dad frail like that going through what she's doing to him. Absolutely. And just to explain, if you haven't noticed, Matt, YouTube tried to take us down for showing the interview, even though I was stopping and starting it and giving commentary for fair use. Yeah, YouTube and the sugars didn't like that, and so tried to shut us down. So, yes, on to plan B, which are my notes. So, thanks anyway, Matt Bond, being the MVP. Really appreciate your face helping out that way. Guys, keep the support coming through because YouTube's really trying to keep us down today, and we're not having that. We're not having that. Now, Meghan Markle's family, slam her for being a gold digger. And this is the bit where, Samantha explains for the first time how Megsy told the family about Harry. Samantha says Meghan told her verbatim, Daddy, I met a prince, was verbatim what was said. So not, I met a great man and he's really interesting and I want to get to know him more. It's, I met a prince. And that is really telling, right? Because if I met someone, I'd be like, oh, guys, I just met a really wonderful dude. He does this, he's really nice. He likes this, he likes that, blah, 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 right? Not on his status, just who he is, right? And why I like the dude, right? No. With Megsy, according to our Samantha, it was, I met a prince. It wasn't about what he was like, or what she liked about him as such. The focus was on his status in life, guys. That was the most important thing that she had to tell. because it was the first thing she told her family about Hazza. Right? First thing you say about something, right? By and large is the most important thing about that thing, right? So for me, just for example, I could turn around and I could say, I don't know, just off the cuff, right? Oh, I've met a dude. I really, really like him. We really, we've got this in common, right? We love movies. He loves movies. I love movies. It's awesome. We've got that in common, right? That's the first thing I say about that dude is the most important thing about that dude, because I've said it first, right? I've made a point to say it first. Megsy had a point to say it first that she had met a prince. Yeah. Her status. Right. Interesting. It's me, Sam, 1967. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat saying, never marry someone who cuts off their family if they can cut off their blood. Cutting off you and your blood is even easier. Hazza, take note. And I tell you something, Hazza does definitely need to take note because, yeah, I believe, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, they are not going to last. They're not going to last. And when that time comes and she presses that button to divorce, he's got a fight on his hands for those kids. He really, really does. Because I firmly believe that what she did to her father, she would then do to Prince Hazza and be like, cut him out. Sometimes you reap what you sow, guys. But it's me, Sam, 1967. Thank you so much for that super chat. Please keep the support coming. YouTubers try to screw us over. We don't go down that easy, do we? Oh, hells no. So this was a really, I just wanted to, I don't know, kind of mention this. It was a striking statement from Thomas Markle Sr. when he turns around and he says, I refuse to be buried by her. I refuse to be buried by her. Wow. Ain't that a striking statement? The dad turning around and saying, I refuse to be buried by my daughter. No more. We're going to tell the truth, and here it is. Right, guys. Now, this was a funny bit. So Meghan Markle's family take their revenge and roast Megsy and Hazza. Oh my goodness. This was really, really fun. So, in the interview, the interviewer turns around and says, it's a bit strange with Harry's background losing his mother. If anyone was to make sure family was connected, it would be him, right? And Thomas Markle Sr. said, we'd hope so, but Harry's still a boy. Oh, mic drop. Oh my goodness, guys. The dad turning around and saying, yeah, we'd hope he'd had some sense because, of his previous childhood background with losing his mum, this, that, and the other. But you know what? He's still a freaking boy. Woo! Shots fired! Shots fired! Let's get a few more in. So, the interviewer asks at one point if it would have been nice to be invited to the wedding. Now, Samantha Markle responds, yeah, for my dad. But the interviewer says, but also for you and your brother too, as there was plenty of space, as even George Clooney had scored a spot. To which Samantha responds, get this one. Yeah, and he came out later and said he didn't really know them. Burn. Oh, the shiz. Oh, the burn. That was insane, guys. I had to replay that back. I was like, oh, Samantha, snaps lass. Snaps to that one. And then there was a little moment where the Markles, they're all outside and they're having a barbecue and they're barbecuing some gator, right? And as Thomas Jr., the brother, is at the barbecue, Thomas Sr. says, "Harry's burning! Turn Harry over!" Because he names one of the gator meats on the grill as Harry. And then Samantha says, "Oprah will be sad to see those chickens cooked." And what is she referencing there? So Samantha's referencing the Oprah interview where at one point they go to like the chicken coop the Megxie and Hazza have got, right? And Thomas Jr., they cut back to Thomas Jr. at the barbecue, right? And he says, and when Oprah says, "Oh, what are these?" She says, as in Meghan replies, "Oh, those are rescue chickens." Okay. Thomas Jr. then says to the interviewer on program, quote, "I almost choked because I've never in my entire life heard of a rescue chicken. Have you?" And the interviewer laughs. Like, it's true, right? Have you ever heard of rescue chickens? Because I haven't. I've heard of rescue dogs, rescue cats, yeah, rescue horses, yeah, totally. Rescue chickens, though. I didn't know chickens needed to be rescued since the film Chicken Run came out. Just saying. Oh, shit's the freaking bed. But oh, wait, there's more. They proper go in because then Thomas Markle Sr. then says, "One thing I'm proud of is that I've never played naked pool and I've never dressed as the big World War II bad guy." Oh, yeah. The dad went there, guys. The dad went there. And then the interviewer asks if he would ever go to the Arctic and get frozen. And Thomas Sr. then replies, "Never. And if I did, I certainly wouldn't tell anybody." Then Samantha comes in with the zinger, right? "Yeah, you know, somebody who wants privacy does not in a book talk about his todger." Oh, ho, ho, ho. Megxie and Hazza just got trolled by the Markles. Like, you couldn't make this shiz up even if you tried, guys. Like, such a hilarious moment where they were just having a laugh, taking the mick. It was fun. It was a fun moment to see. Tears in Tina, thank you so much for your support for the leadership. 6 months plus, saying Harry is going to need family and friends to fight for custody. It won't be easy for him in California by then. I'm afraid bridges will be burned beyond repair. They already are, Tears and Tina. They're done. They are already done. But yeah. Once she leaves him, he has nowhere to go. He really doesn't. Yeah, King Charles will accept him back because it's his son. But Prince William, the rest of our family, I can only imagine will turn around and say, "Go fucking do one." And I won't blame him either. I really, really wouldn't. Now, this was a little moment. Now, bear in mind, I got through just over halfway through of the interview, making my notes. So these are my notes so far. These videos will be out next week. Whether it's on my channel or Popcorn Planet, you'll get to see the full lot then. I suppose you guys are just getting now a little bit of a sneak preview, seeing as, you know, YouTubers being slime balls. But here we go. Samantha Markle goes savage, calling Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's marriage toxic. She literally turns around and says they have a toxic relationship. Like, right? And she says, quote, "When I watched the royal wedding, I was watching her and I was watching Hazza and Harry, and there was something, in my opinion, missing in their eyes. It didn't seem real to me." yeah. Yeah. She's proper calling out, guys, the notion that the marriage ain't real, the relationship ain't real, it's freaking toxic. Oh, guys. Oh, yeah. These videos are going to be fire next week, so just bear that in mind. And the Scott, woo! Thank you so much for starting the gifting wars. Yes, the gifting wars have started for this stream. The Scott has gifted 5 leaderships to some of you lucky alter nerds. So, Mama Trees, Lily Smith, Amanda Penrith, Will Call Magic, Dandy Patch, and S. Miller, you can thank... Oh, no. No, Mama Trees, Lily Smith, Amanda Penrith, Will Call Magic, and Dandy Patch. You can thank the Scott for your free leadership for this month. If anyone wants to join today, you can do. It's just $4.99 a month, same as everyone, and you get exclusive access to the badges, the emojis that are literally designed just for you guys, exclusive videos, and once a month we do a leader-only stream. Now, I will be at the Coronation next week reporting live, so there should be a few exclusive videos for you leaders then. Also as well, I might be able to do the leader-only stream whilst I'm in London for the Coronation. I'm hoping I can get that in for you guys. So if you don't want to miss out on any of that goodness, do join today. Smash that join button. Like I say, $4.99 across the board for everyone. Cheaper than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. And I give you better value if I do say so myself. So the Scott, thank you so much for kicking off the gifting wars. Really appreciate your face. And Tears in Tina, thank you so much for that wonderful $2 super chat. And again, it's my favourite, the ginger doggy. And the ginger doggy's farting hearts. I love it. Yes. Thank you so much, T as in Tina, for the super chat. Who is going to join next? Who is going to super chat next? We may soon find out. In the meantime, the final couple of bits that I'd noted so far. So, first up, Samantha Markle completely goes in on Megxie. And yeah, I'm not surprised. So, Samantha Markle goes in and says, look, I believe she had a clear motive for writing family off because it would seemingly justify and perhaps delay the revelations of all of the lies that she had told the royal family. Right? Now, Samantha Markle, in terms of this interview, doesn't go into, okay, what specifically are the lies that Megxie has told the royal family. She doesn't get into that in the interview. She doesn't get into specifics, all right? I think she should have done. Maybe she did and it was edited out. That could be an argument as well. Okay. She then goes on to hear... so we go on then in the program to hear Meghan Markle at the Oprah interview saying that she grew up as an only child and that she wishes she had siblings. Samantha Markle, of course, refutes Meghan's claim because she, quote, says, I called her my sister, my little sister, though. I said if there was any descriptive qualifier. Though I said if there was any descriptive qualifier. I mean, technically, yeah. She had a stepsister, she had a stepbrother. She had siblings. There are pictures, childhood pictures of Megxie and Samantha and Megxie and Thomas Markle Jr. Like, they were in her life when she was a child. So for Megxie to turn around and be like, she grew up as an only child and she wishes she had siblings, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is extremely disingenuous. Interviewer then says, Meghan is quite clear in her mind that she didn't have a sister or brother, to which Samantha responded, but she did. Well, yeah, she did. Facts, right? The brother, so Thomas Markle Jr. then says, I remember when she was born, big new addition to the family, and we were having a very young sister here. Then the interviewer asks, that, you know, during the Oprah interview when Meghan said she has no siblings, the interviewer asks the brother, was he disappointed? And the brother's response, no. I just made a little mark on my board and said, oh, there's another lie. Click. And he literally like goes like this, like click, like the countless things that Megsy has said that have proven to be false, disingenuous, misleading, however you want to put it, is immense, guys. It's immense. For her literally to turn around and say she had no siblings. Guys, may I present Exhibit A, Samantha Markle, and Exhibit B, Thomas Markle Jr. They exist. They're her siblings. What the frick, right? Ah! I don't get it. I don't get it. And so interviewer asks Samantha if she was puzzled, and the response was, not any more puzzled than I was when she said, quote, I lost my father. We knew she didn't lose our dad. She iced our father, and there's a very big difference. It was deliberate. So Samantha's turning around and saying, no, she didn't lose a father. No, this was a deliberate move to completely cut him out of her life. She didn't lose a father. She cut him out. There's a difference. And there is, guys. There's a difference, right? For me, I'll be very honest, guys. Very, very honest, yeah? My biological father, I didn't lose him. Oh, no, I cut him out. For a very damn good reason, right? He was, to say the least, not a very, very nice man indeed. He was a monster in another way, all right? Do I want that monster in my life? Hell freaking no. I cut him out. I didn't lose him. I cut him out. This is exactly what Megsy has done, but to my knowledge, Thomas Markle Sr. is not a monster. He gave her everything, by all accounts. By all the evidence that's out there, right? He put her through school. He put her through college. Again, she wouldn't be where she was today if it weren't for her dad. The interviewer then asks Samantha, why do that to somebody? Why deliberately cut them out? And Samantha responds, I'll tell you why. What she told the royal family, what she told Harry, wouldn't have jived, wouldn't have been consistent with the truth. Now, the interviewer presses on, but why make up those stories? Are you suggesting that she thinks a family isn't good enough? And Samantha says, exactly. And I think... Moment. Ooh. Needed to lubricate my thought there. Sorry, guys. And so here we go. Samantha says, exactly. And I think more than that, it doesn't seem like she felt she was good enough. That seemingly in her mind, she had to inflate who she was to garner false admiration and to be accepted by the royals instead of saying, look, I worked very hard. My family was upper middle class. He put me through the best schools. He did the best he could. He loved me. He sacrificed. And for that, I'm grateful. Instead, what she did was engage in self-glorification and leave everybody else out of the equation as if she existed in a vacuum. In my opinion, get this, she would still be a waitress if it wasn't for Dad. She's all about the self-glorification. Woo! She would still be a waitress if it wasn't for me dad. Samantha Markle went in, guys. Went in on her. Like there was no tomorrow. And you know what? Good for her. Good for her. Because Megsy, as far as I can tell, based on all the evidence that's out there, right, guys? Yeah? Likes to do a little bit of revisionist history, right? She has no siblings. Well, again, I present Exhibit A, Samantha Markle, Exhibit B, Thomas Markle Jr. Who the frick are they then? Huh? Do you know what I mean? She's all about a mum. But where was her mum during her freaking childhood? Nowhere to be seen from what we can gather because it was all her dad that put her through school, put us through high school, gave her everything. Dad turns around earlier on from what we were reading from her notes and was like, do you know what? Whenever we could go somewhere, we would. And I would take her. And I gave her that childhood. We went fishing. I gave her dancing lessons. I did everything for her. Even at the school plays, I would build the sets because he was like a set builder kind of situation, right? In Hollywood. I'd build the sets for her. Right? Now, the bit that I got onto, and I'm just over halfway through, so this isn't everything, guys. So do stay tuned to the videos next week because you'll get the full commentary from me then. This is what I've got so far. The letter. So, we all know about this letter, right? So, Thomas wrote a letter to Megsy or something along those lines. But either way, Megsy wrote a letter back, okay? Megsy wrote a letter back. And it's this letter that was given, leaked, whatever you want to call it, to the Daily Mail, right? Well, Thomas Markle Sr. wants to set the record straight in regards to this letter and why he gave it to the Daily Mail. So, the interviewer goes on to discuss the letter Meghan Markle had sent to her dad, and that the Queen and then Prince Charles at the time approved, or in Prince Harry's words in spare, urged her to write. Now, Thomas responds, yes, but the Queen never read this letter because it was a horrible letter, very insulting and cruel. Right, okay. So, the interviewer then asks, why did you give part of the letter to the Daily Mail? And Thomas' response was, quote, because at the same time, People magazine was coming out with it. The fact that Meghan had shared it with 6 other people. So the interviewer then says, so you don't think it was any big deal? And Thomas Markle Sr.'s response was, no, that's not the point. I thought, I have to get my side into this too. I put out a little part of it. The other things in that letter are so hateful and so cruel that I wouldn't put it out. And that's more protecting her than myself. And the interviewer asks if it was a mean letter. And Thomas Markle Sr. says, yes, I have the letter. I don't know what I can do with it. I got offered a lot of money for the letter, but I'll burn it before I sell it. And the interviewer then asks, look, did Meghan ever give you a return address to respond? And he said, no, it was pretty much a kiss off. So this letter that was published in the Daily Mail, right? Thomas Markle Sr. turns around and says, look, I only gave it to the Daily Mail because I knew that part of this letter was actually going to be released in People magazine. And that wasn't my doing, right? I also knew that Megsy had shown this letter to 6 other people. So I thought, you know what? If it's going to be released in People magazine and it's going to be made public, and I know that she's shown it to 6 other people, no, I need to defend myself. I need to show some receipts. So I'm going to go to the Daily Mail and they can have a portion of the letter. But not all of it. Oh my goodness, to be a fly on that wall to read that full letter. Like, he literally says, that letter, so hateful and so cruel. Like, dude, right? That. How hateful and cruel? We don't know. It seems like that is something that will be taken to his grave, quite frankly, right? But that letter, so hateful and so cruel. Not good, guys. Not good. And he could end her. He could end her in public if he released that letter. Fully vindicate himself and show the world, look at who my daughter is. Look at who you're supporting. This is how hateful and cruel she is to me, her dad. This is a side of Megsy you don't know. But he ain't doing that. No. he's taking the high road. And he's like, no, I still love her. She's still my daughter. I still need to protect her. No one is going to be seeing that letter or that part of the letter where she's so hateful and cruel. It takes a lot of restraint, guys, and a lot of power to do that. Best believe. And they are all my notes so far of the Markle family interview. Again, my apologies for the stream earlier on. We were watching the interview and I was stopping and starting it, giving you my commentary, making it fair use, making it transformative. However, YouTube and the Sugars and Megsy and Hazard, Opinion Conspiracy Theory, whatever, had other ideas and tried to shut us down. Not happening. Not happening. To all of you guys trying to shut me down. Ain't happening. So this is what we've had to make do with instead. Again, I'm so sorry, but due to outside external forces, yeah, this stream had to take a little bit of a different turn. But yes, always have a plan B, guys. Always have a plan B, just like me. With that being said, make sure you watch the videos next week because all those ideas, everything that I've gone through will be fully formed videos. There will be extra content that will be in those videos because I only made notes up to just over halfway through their interview. So there's still a bit more to go for me to make my notes and start these videos. So still some bits that you haven't heard about and my thoughts on them. So do bear with me with all of that for next week. With that being said, everyone that's watching live, stay exactly where you are. If you're watching on the replay, appreciate your faces. Please, on your way out, make sure you click on that subscribe button. We are fighting YouTube at the moment. There is a YouTube bug that's affecting our community and they're attacking us with a purge. So please join the war effort. Click that subscribe button so we can fight back against YouTube's bug and purge. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory and whatever. Please, as well, do send me your super thanks. It's just below this video right here. Let's have a conversation about what we've said so far because it does guarantee a response from me. And let's jump into the live chat. Hey up, guys. If you guys haven't done so already, click on that subscribe button again. Join the war effort. All you guys in the live chat right now. Let's fight against YouTube, the YouTube bug and the YouTube purge that's attacking our community at the moment. Click on that subscribe button. Give this stream a thumbs up and keep commenting in the chat. I can see that there's 630 of you watching. We're at 469 likes. Can we get to 500 likes, guys? Let's jump up to 500 likes. Just like this stream, just for the essence of we did not give up. They tried to shut us down. We were like, hell no. If we can't do it that way, we'll do it this way instead. We will never stop. We will never give up. No matter how hard they try and stop us. That ain't gonna happen. I will always have a plan B for you guys. Don't you worry. You're in safe, good hands with me. So yes, go and click that like button just for the recognition that we will never give up, guys. Never give up. And let's send a message to YouTube. Right? If I double check the subscriber count, how many have joined the war effort so far? Hey, so we are on 58,374 subscribers. So yes, a couple of you have joined the war effort and clicked that subscribe button. Please continue. There's been a major purge from YouTube that's drastically reduced our numbers in our tribe. So let's fight back and click that subscribe button. In the meantime, Tears and Tina, thank you so much for the wonderful $2 super chat saying, boom, mic drop. Good on Samantha. Oh, yeah. Totally. Ah! And Kim Bob just purchased a Stef's Tea Party mug and a $3 donation on top. Thank you so much, King Bob. Really appreciate your face. And for those that don't know, let me show you. Oh, no, not that one. Oh, not that either. This stream is not going according to plan today. Oh, hang on. I don't want to record either. Seriously, I swear. Oh, someone else has just bought a mug as well. If you just give me one moment. Let me click that off. No, here. There we go. Go there, and then, ta-da! Yes! So, for everyone thinking, hang on a minute, King Bob just bought a mug? What the deuce? Yes, I launched it yesterday. www.stefthealternerd.com is live. It is my shop powered by Fourth Wall. My exclusive Alter Nerd collection is only on this website. And what's first up? Well, you know it makes sense. Stef's tea party mug. Yes, you have upgraded your tea game with the Dragon's Treasure. Now make it Gucci with the official mug. So yeah, go for it, guys. Go nuts. I know quite a few of you have already ordered. I also know earlier on today, Louise had ordered a mug. So thank you so much, Louise, for that. Really, really appreciate your face. And yeah, we're now seeing King Bob with the order placed. Thank you so much with the additional $3 donation as part of that order. Thank you so much, because I only make like a couple of bucks from the mug just to keep the cost down. You know what I mean? So thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. Shania Donnell, thank you so much for the $2 super chat saying half siblings, not step siblings. Love you. Yeah, so I think that must be a British thing, a UK thing. Half siblings, step siblings, they're the same thing. When we say step siblings, it does mean half siblings. It's just the way we say things, but that's okay. We can all be different. We can all be different. And if I scroll down a little bit more. So the Scots started the gifting war. Who's going to continue? Who is going to continue with the gifting war, guys? We may soon find out. King Bob says, Steph, can I get you a tea mug in black? Not at the moment. Fourth Wall at the moment is just, the tea mugs are just white. That's it at the moment. As soon as there's different colours, yeah, we'll definitely look at doing them in different colours. Absolutely. Red Squirrel says, from what I've read, Doria is well dodgy. Yeah. Yeah, there's an issue. Yeah, there's a little bit of like the missing years with Doria where you're like, definitely, right? And oh my goodness. Jean Rick, thank you so much for the $5 PayPal saying you get knocked down and you get back up. Ain't never gonna get me down. Yes, Steph, you keep rocking home. Meg doesn't want us seeing how cold she is. Oh hell no. So I'm gonna double down. I'm gonna do those videos. I'm doubling down. I'm doing those videos. She can go get screwed. Mia Lee, thank you so much for the $5 PayPal. Really appreciate your face. And oh my goodness, the Scott is still here, and he'd be like, oh, don't you worry, the gifting wars are continuing with me sen. I'm warring with me sen right now. Oh, the Scott has gifted another 5 leaderships to some of you lucky lot. So Leslie Playfair, Jennifer Sessman, Carrie Knopp, Leslie Playfair, Jennifer Sessman, Carrie Knopp, Laura Valentine, and Bab Hildebrand. You can all thank the Scott for your free leadership for the month. My goodness, the Scott, thank you so much. Who else is going to jump into the gifting wars for Sunday? We may soon find out. T as in Tina, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. She's turning around and saying, I ordered a mug last night. Yes! I can't wait for it to arrive. As for Megsy, you can't make a silk purse from a sow's rear. Oh, the shit! Oh, my goodness. Woo! It's a true. And Susan D just purchased a Steph's Tea Party mug. Woo! Yes! Yes! Get your mugs on, guys. Get your Stef's Tea Party mug over on stefthealternerd.com. It's the only place you can get it. It's exclusive. And yeah, when we next have our Stef's Tea Party, we'll all be drinking from the same mug, using Dragon's Treasure Tea, and Lucas Elden Rust has just purchased a Stef's Tea Party mug as well. Oh my goodness. Join so many Alter Nerds right now that, you know, is making it Gucci with their tea with the official Stef The Alter Nerd mug. Go on stefthealternerd.com. Get your mug today, guys. I've ordered mine. It is on the way. As soon as it arrives, you know there's going to be a tea party with Stef. So get your orders in so that the first tea party with Stef, with me, with our mugs, you've got a mug as well. So we're all drinking like the same tea from like the Dragon's Treasure, and we've got the same mug as well. It'll be like a more sense of community, right? Because we're kind of all drinking kind of the same thing from Dragon's Treasure, there or thereabouts, and we've all got the same mug. We'll be in like a club, like a tea party club. I love it. Like, it's already making me feel like, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for the stream. So yes, fourth wall, hurry up with my mug. I really want it like yesterday. But yeah, go on and, yeah, destroy the website. Why not? Go for it, guys. Lucas says, finally figured out how to order a mug. Ah, thank you. Yeah, just saw. Had to use my backup PayPal, which I only top up with money. I don't know why that was the case, but thanks for figuring it out and for your support. Gucci. Amethyst J says, thank you for taking notes, Stef. I'm glad you could still do this video. Me too. But I always take notes. I mean, originally I was taking those notes to do those videos, which we're still going to do those videos. Because like I said, I've only gone through, well, I watched the whole interview once, and now I'm going through it again and making my notes, for ideas for videos and all that lot. And I only got just over halfway through the interview. So there will be more notes that will be added to that document. And so the videos that you'll see next week, some of it will be new information. So you still won't want to miss out on any of the videos that either myself or Andy may release as a result of, you know, the Markle family interview. So stay tuned for that. Welcome to the leadership. Welcome to the leadership. But that only happens, right, when someone actually presses the join button, not when they're gifted, when they press the join button, because then they've joined on their own speed, right, for themselves. So there we go. Wife of a Grumpy Old Marine says, Stef, they took down the live stream because of policy violations. I was trying to get caught up, dang it. Yeah, policy violations, my backside. I will be fighting that because I was stopping and starting. I was giving commentary. It was fair use. It was transformative. We've done this before with like other interviews, other programs. So no. No. I'm not letting it stand. I'm going to be fighting that. And Maria De Silva! Woo! Yes! Welcome to the leadership. Welcome to the leadership. Yes! Maria De Silva just absolutely destroyed the join button and was like, yeah, I'll join off my own speed, and just has done. So thank you so much, Maria, for that. I really appreciate your face. If anyone else wants to follow Maria's example and get me to do the little membership dance for you, then click that join button today. $4.99 a month, same for everyone. And you get all the perks, all the exclusives, and if I dare say so myself, cheaper than a cup of coffee at Starbucks, and you get better value from me than Starbucks. So it makes sense, guys. Ignore your Starbucks coffee for the day and join the Alter Nerd leadership instead. You know it makes sense. Guys. But Maria, yes, welcome to the leadership. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate your face. Wife of Gumpy Old Marine says, good, you should fight it. You were stopping and starting and commenting per Overlord rules. Thank you. Exactly. Exactly. The thing is, at the moment, our channel is under attack. And for those that don't know, this is what I explained yesterday in yesterday's stream. So there's two things that's going on here. The first one is there's a YouTube purge, and they've really purged our community this time. So please make sure you're definitely subscribed. If you're not, please do subscribe. Join the war effort against the purge. So, you know, we can prove to YouTube, no, we're a force to be reckoned with. We're not going down without a fight. Click that subscribe button today. The other bit is I was speaking to my YouTube partner manager on Friday, and I said, look, this channel is being affected for some reason. Explain to her the situation, and she literally turned around and says there is a YouTube bug, and it seems that your channel is being affected by it as well. And so it's affecting the algorithm, it's affecting you guys seeing the videos, everything, right? So not only are we fighting a YouTube purge, but we're fighting a YouTube bug as well that they are in the process of trying to fix. We'll see how that gets on. So yeah, I need you guys more than ever to join the war effort. If you've not subscribed, please do so we can fight against the YouTube bug and purge. Get your family to subscribe, get your dogs, your cats, your alpacas, your giraffes, the whole freaking zoo to subscribe so we can fight against the YouTube purge and bug. Join the war effort today. If I do a quick refresh, where are we at the moment with that? Yes, we're at 58,382. Brilliant, guys. Continue, join the war effort, click that subscribe button. Let's make YouTube, the Sugars, Megsy, Hazard, and anyone else trying to get us down. No, that ain't happening. You are not going to beat this community down. Not ever. If anything, we will rise up even stronger, bigger, and better. Just try us. So yes, please continue clicking that subscribe button. In the meantime, a rare zebra Laura, thank you so much for this wonderful comment saying your empathy, honesty, and ability to produce incredible content is why I'm proud to be a member. Oh, well, thank you so much. You're one of the OG members as well, a rare zebra. See, I do remember. So thank you so much for that. Moving on, Carol Jones! Woo! Welcome to the leadership. Welcome to the leadership. Boo. Yes! Go on, Carol Jones, with your bad sound. Woo. Everyone in the chat, I want you to say A up to Carol Jones. We're going to do a new thing, all right? Anyone that joins on their own Steam, so anyone that actually literally presses the join button and they join themselves, I want everyone, all right, to use the A up button and be like, A up, Carol! A up, Carol! Let's go! I want everyone to say A up to Carol and welcome her to the leadership. Really appreciate that. Will Call Magic says, Stef The Alter Nerd, I keep getting commercials during your live show. Okay, let me explain that. Because this was started to happen yesterday. And I was like, okay, what the deuce is this, right? And so, yeah, it's a new thing, guys. And as I was setting up today's stream, I was being really careful. Hey, loving the A-ups to Carol. Woo! Go on. Give her a good old nice welcome to leadership, guys. So, yeah, so today, as I was setting up the stream, I was very conscious. I'm like, okay, where is this section? There's got to be something, right? And there is. It's a new section. And you can tick it off if you don't want the ads to show on the stream, right? I left it ticked. Let me explain why. Because this is my job now. It pays the bills, quite literally, and helps me to reinvest back into this channel. So if there's anything I can do to increase the revenue in order to continue to pay the bills, reinvest back in the channel, and do what I do best for you, which is produce this content for you guys on this channel, I'm going to do that. One of which is ads. And so, yes, on my live streams, there will be ads that will pop up. They'll randomly pop up. That's a YouTube thing. And they'll randomly pop up. But yeah, commercials are going to be happening during the live show now. It's a thing. But yeah, I'll keep you 100. That's what's happening moving forward. Which is actually nice that the ads are happening, seeing as they tried to shut us down earlier on. Mofos. Red Squirrel says, is YouTube full of sugars? Best believe they're lurking too. Hey up, sugars, how you doing? Guess what? We're still here, mofos. I don't know why I just pulled that face, but do you know what? I'm going to roll with it. There you go. If I just refresh my screen, how many subscribers are we on now? We're still stuck at 58,382. Can we get to 58,390 subscribers? Join the war effort so we can fight against YouTube's purge and the bug that's affecting our community right now. Click on that subscribe button right now. I'll refresh the backstage screen in about a couple of minutes, see how many subscribers we're at then. But yeah, we need you all to join the war effort so we can fight back against YouTube, guys, because they're trying to silence us, and that's not going to happen, so they could screw off. Hey, loving all the A-ups for Carol. Woo, woo, woo. Go on. Hippie Babe says, FYI, from an iPad, the join button is hidden. Yeah, so the YouTube app, specifically like for iPad, iPhone, the join button's not on there. Don't know why. If you want to join, it would have to be like from a laptop, computer, that kind of thing at the moment. Hopefully, they will change that in the future so it makes it easier for you guys. But at the moment, that's a YouTube thing, unfortunately. So there we go. Denise says, I'm actually happy getting ads on the video. Me too. It shows that they've not demonetized us after trying to shut us down earlier on. Okay. It kind of seems like YouTube saw what we were doing, and even though it was fair use, and again, I was stopping and starting, giving my commentary every few seconds. I was very careful, right? It seems like it was like a warning shot. It was like, stop doing what you're doing, and we'll put you back on. And that's exactly what happened. I stopped doing what I was doing, and then they just automatically then put me back on. So, yeah, exactly. Shows that we're still monetized, shows that we're still up, so thank goodness for that. Will Call says, oh, okay, I didn't know that was something new, thought it was a glitch, so I'll make sure to click on the ads for you. Oh, thank you! Yeah, because if you click on the ads, that's even more revenue for your creator that YouTube gives, so yeah. So just as a little side note there. Louisa C says, stop screaming at us. I'm not screaming at you. I'm not. I'm just a generally loud person. That's what I am. That's who I am. I'm not going to apologize for that. Dare I present you with an option? You can turn the volume down. Just as a little bit of advice, you can turn the volume down. That is in your power to do. But I am a naturally loud person. I can't stop that, right? So I'm not screaming at you. I'm just a natural loud person. So please bear that in mind. And if you don't like the loudness, just turn the volume down. That's all you need to do. It's all Gucci. Don't worry. Don't worry. Louise72 says, hey, Steph, I joined the leadership today. Hey, Louise72! Welcome to the leadership. Welcome to the leadership. Boo, 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 boo. Everyone, I want you to say hey up to Louise72. She joined the leadership. And Megan O'Shea has just purchased a Steph's Tea Party mug. And, oh my goodness, an extra donation of $5. Thank you so much. Wow, Megan, thank you. That's extra kind of you to put on an extra donation on top of the mug. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your face. So many of you are gonna have this mug for the next Stef's tea party. I'm so excited. So excited for that. Yeah. Everyone's saying A up to Louise 72. Her joining the leadership earlier on today. Yes, live chat. Go for it. What else is going on in the chat? Let's see. John says, only fans keep the volume at 100. The hardcore keep the volume at 100. Damn right. You know that makes sense. Yes. And then there's some that keep it down. That's okay. It's all right. Nick be like, loud, scary Yorkshire woman, LOL. I know, right? Leslie Hogg says, don't know what you were watching, but it looked like a begathon. They are in cahoots with Meghan. I'm still not buying it, sorry. Could you, Leslie, if you're still watching, could you clarify what looked like a begathon, who's in cahoots with Meghan, and what you're not buying? I'm not too sure the context of your comment. So please, if you can clarify that, Leslie, I'd greatly appreciate it. Princess of Archetype says, Steph, didn't you say before that you're Italian? If so, then that's the reason you're a bit loud. LOL, I'm Italian also. Well, ciao, come stai? Yes, I am Italian. Yeah, I did the, what is it? The, what's it called now? DNA test in the end, with, oh, the name completely escapes me. What's it called? Ancestry, that's it. I bought a kit from Ancestry and you know, gave them some DNA and they analyzed it and yeah, I am definitely highly Italian, guys. Like, yeah, totally Italian. Absolutely. So yeah, there you go. There you go. Tears in Tina says, you can't keep a good YouTube down. You're the best, Steph. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Katie Artist is like, sugar alert. Sounds like it, doesn't it? Paula says, would love to watch the coronation live. Where can I watch it live? Don't want to miss any of it. Literally a once in a lifetime event and don't want to miss, even though I'm in the US. My channel, maybe now. I'm not too sure after today. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. There is a way of me, I think, doing it. So, yeah. Just stay tuned. Jim, yikes, how loud? Steph screaming on surround sound. I'm not screaming. I'm just naturally loud. That's all it is. And I'm not going to apologize for it. So it starts at 11 o'clock UK time in the morning. So that's that. What I'm just going to quickly do is check my backstage situation on YouTube. Yeah. Everything's all right so far. And we're on to 58,385 subscribers. A couple more of you have subscribed. Let's get up to 58,389. Sorry, 58,390 subscribers. So we just need 5 more of you heroes to join the war effort against the YouTube purge and YouTube bug and smash that subscribe button. Who's going to help us get there so we can get to 58,390 alter nerds? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Luca says, in comparison to Andy, the volume isn't that loud. Might also be the clearness of the audio. When I watch Popcorn Planet, I have to turn the volume down, while certain Stef videos have me turning it up. There you go, there you go. I sometimes play around with my volume levels to see how it goes, just to see if I can kind of digitally reduce the loudness of my voice, if that makes sense. Elusive Red says, oh no, banned? Oh, they tried. They tried. We are fighting back. We are still here. We are still monetized. Sugars ain't keeping us down. So join in the war effort, please, and make sure you're definitely subscribed, guys. I'll refresh the page in a couple of moments and see where we are in terms of subscribers. The Scott is in a gifting war with himself today, it seems, guys, because he's just gifted another 5 leaderships to some of you lucky alter nerds in the chat. So we've got Cass Liss, Cheryl Goodwin, Lee Badab Cathra, Julie Taberner, and Karen Robson. You can all thank the Scott for your free leadership for the month. Guys, everyone that's been gifted the leaderships, do be aware that after a month, it does automatically drop off. So if you want to keep it on so you get to see all the exclusive videos and you get to take part in the once a month leader only stream so you don't miss out on any of that, then you will need to manually keep that on then. For the second month and beyond. So do bear that in mind and do consider keeping it on. I know a few of you guys have done where you initially gifted the leadership and then you kept it on. So yeah, follow their route. All right, guys. So, really at this point, I'm actually going to be winding down today's stream. We've been going technically for nearly 2 hours, all right? Technically for nearly 2 hours. So, guys, if you've got any last minute questions, any last minute donations, if you want to go on to stefthealternerd.com and get yourself the Stef's Tea Party mug, so you know you guys get to come up here and be like, ta-da, I got a mug. You've got a few more moments left for all of that before I tune out for the day. I have to admit, I mean, thank you so much for keeping me going, guys. I'm so glad that, you know, as ever, I had a plan B. But I kind of feel a little bit deflated at the moment because it's like I said, it was freaking fair use. I was stopping and starting all the way. I was giving my commentary. It's like, how could they think I was violating any policy violations? It doesn't make sense to me. So I kind of feel a little bit deflated. So straight after this, I am going to actually speak to my YouTube partner manager and I'm going to get things set straight because it's ridiculous. What they're trying to pull. And I'm really going to have to think of a plan B for the coronation just in case they pull the same bullshit then. In all honesty, though, when it was Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, I live streamed that, and that was fine. We were okay with that. Did they copyright claim it afterwards? Of course they did, but it wasn't that they shut us down because they recognised that at least it was still fair use. So yeah, I'm gonna go to my YouTube manager partner, and I'm gonna be like, "What the deuce? That is ridiculous." Lisbeth de Groot says, "Oh, Stef, just love your tenacity." Thank you. Again, the more you turn around and say I can't do something, the more I turn around and I'll say, no, go do one. I will do it. And I'll be even more annoying about it. Like, you have no idea the amount of videos I'm going to do next week on these interviews. I will show YouTube. You try and keep me down on this interview situation. Oh, no, 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 no. More than one way to skin a cat, morphos. Believe me, best believe. John, though, says Boozy has started his career as an expert YouTube human reviewer. I wouldn't say expert. Yeah, but YouTube human reviewer? Yeah. Hey up, Boozy! Hey up, Boozy! Let him. Arthur Lovell says, "You're very right, Steph, but for the hard of hearing, your talk volume needs to be same as your intro volume. I have you on a laptop computer sound system and cannot turn up what isn't there." My volume's my volume. I've messed about with it to try and get like the best out of everything, and I've got to the point where I was getting so what's the word? Paranoid about it that I was like, no, we're done. The volume's a volume. You either turn it down, turn it up at your end, but the volume's a volume now. I tortured myself over this for so long. You have no idea, guys, in the background, me testing things out. I'm like, no, it's done. Either turn me down, you turn me up, that's it. You guys have that power. I'm not gonna go insane over it anymore. Tears in Tina says, "My entire family is loud. Heck, even my cats are loud. Steph, do as I always have. Simply say I'm not loud, I'm passionate." Well, there is that. It is that. Red Squirrel says, "It's because of who you're talking about." I hope so. I hope that the coronation next week is more forgiving for fair use. That would be great. But yeah, guys, I think at this point I am going to, I'm going to end it all here. If there was the bit at the beginning where it then shut off for a while and then we came back, that moment, I'm actually just going to cut that out. I'm going to cut that out. And yeah, YouTube knows how to kill a mood sometimes. That's for sure. But always find a way around it, right, guys? You see, I'm quick thinker. Right, with that being said, guys, I'm going to sign off for the night. For everyone that's still watching, whether it's on the live or the replay, please join the war effort against the YouTube purge and the YouTube bug at the moment that's attacking our community. Please make sure you have subscribed, that you turn that notification bell to all, you like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, and whatever. And someone just purchased a Stef The Alter Nerd tea party mug. Woo! Stef's tea party mug. Thank you so much. That's someone. Really appreciate your face. Was there an extra? I don't know. Let me double check. Oh, with a $3 donation on top. So thank you so much for that. Really appreciate your face. But yeah, please make sure, like I said, Join the war effort. Please subscribe so we can fight against the YouTube purge and bug that's attacking our community at the moment. If I just double check our subscriber. Hey, we're at 58,389 alter nerds. Can we get to 58,390? Let's go, guys. Let's go back up and beat the YouTube purge. Join the war effort. Subscribe today. And if you are watching on the replay, do send me a super thanks. It's just below this video. Let's talk about what we've gone through because it does guarantee a response from me. With that being said, I'm going to go for the night. I appreciate you all. Love you all. Thank you so much for your support this week. Next week, yes, expect a few videos on the Meghan family interview situation that's happened. There is going to be more information in those videos because, like I said, I only made notes up to pretty much halfway through. So there's another half. There's another half to go, so you definitely want to stay tuned for those videos. In addition to the coronation videos next week on Friday, Saturday, and a bit of Sunday, I'm going to be in London live for the coronation, so you won't want to miss that either. And the Scot has just gifted a leadership to Corn Pope. The Scot was keeping the gifting wars alive for this stream. So the Scot, thank you so much. That makes us to new member number 18. Thank you so much for that. And Water Dragon, my goodness. Guys, it's like you don't want me to sign off. Saying my first ever super chat, fight the power, Stef. Well, thank you so much for sending me your first ever super chat. I really appreciate that, Water Dragon. It says a lot when, you know, your first ever super chat that you do is on this community for me, for this channel. So that really does mean a lot. So thank you so much for that. With that being said, though, I appreciate every single one of you. Love every single one of you. Stay tuned for the videos next week. Give them some love. Give them likes, shares, comments, all that good stuff. And until the next time, you guys, laters! Bye!